Hey there, chip lovers. Ever wonder how those crispy, delicious chips land in your snack bowl? It all starts with a potato, but not just any potato. We need the perfect one. We look for varieties like Russet or Atlantic. These have lots of starch, which is the secret to that satisfying crunch. Once we've got our spuds, we've got to get them to the chip factory safe and sound. That means careful transportation to avoid any bumps or bruises. Then, we store them in a cool, dry place until they're ready for their big transformation. Think of it like a potato spa, keeping them fresh and happy. Now, it's time to give these potatoes a spa day. First, they get a thorough wash to remove any dirt. Think of it like a car wash, but for potatoes. Then we sort them, picking out the best ones for chip making. Only the finest potatoes become delicious chips. We're not done pampering our potatoes just yet. Next comes the peeling, where we gently remove their skin. Some factories use steam to do this, which is super cool. It's like a sauna for potatoes, loosening up the skin so it comes right off. All right, time to get slicing. We use special machines with super sharp blades to cut the potatoes into thin, even slices. These slices are what will eventually become our beloved chips. The thickness of the slice is important. Too thick and they won't cook evenly. Too thin and they'll burn too quickly. Now we give our potato slices a quick dip in a hot bath. Don't worry, it's not boiling hot. This is called blanching, and it helps to remove excess starch and keep the chips from sticking together. It's like giving them a little pre-frying prep. Before the big fry, we got to dry off our potato slices. We wouldn't want any water splattering in the hot oil. This step also ensures that the chips fry up nice and crispy. It's all about that perfect crunch. Now comes the moment we've all been waiting for. Frying time! The potato slices take a dip in a hot oil bath where they cook to golden perfection. We use special oils that can handle high heat and give the chips their delicious flavor. Once the chips are nice and golden, we fish them out of the oil and let them cool down a bit. Then comes the fun part, adding the flavor. Whether you like classic salted tangy vinegar or spicy barbecue, there's a chip flavor for everyone. We're almost at the finish line. Before we can enjoy our chips, they go through some serious quality control. We're talking about trained professionals who inspect each and every chip, making sure they're the perfect color, texture, and flavor. To keep our chips fresh and crunchy, we seal them up tight in bags. But here's a cool trick. We add a little bit of nitrogen gas to the bag before sealing it. This helps to keep the chips from going stale, so they stay fresh and delicious for longer. Finally, our chips are ready to hit the road. They're loaded onto trucks and shipped off to stores, vending machines, and maybe even your pantry. So the next time you reach for a bag of chips, take a moment to appreciate the journey they took from farm to crunch. Making delicious chips is important, but so is taking care of our planet. That's why many chip makers are finding ways to be more sustainable. This means using less energy, reducing waste, and choosing environmentally friendly packaging. Some companies are using solar power to run their factories, which is pretty awesome. Others are finding ways to recycle the potato peels and other byproducts so nothing goes to waste. It's all about reducing our footprint and making sure we can keep enjoying delicious chips for years to come. Remember those chip bags we talked about earlier? Some companies are now making them from plant-based materials instead of plastic. These bags can be composted, which means they break down naturally without harming the environment. Pretty cool, right? So there you have it, the journey of a chip from farm to crunch. It's a fascinating process that involves careful planning, a little bit of science, and a whole lot of deliciousness. And as we learn more about sustainable practices, we can enjoy our favorite snacks while also being mindful of the planet. Now that's something to crunch on.